ladies and gentlemen.
Evening.
Uh, this is my title, Evaluation of Nephrotoxicity of Chinnachopu Matrai, a Siddha Herbo Mineral Drug. I am Dr. Vijay Kumar, lecturer, Unit of Siddha Medicine, University of Jaffna. Other people are my supervisors and co-supervisor and consultant and research statistician who are attached to the academic entities of Jaffna University. Background and justification. There are two independent variables I have taken from this present study. One is Sinnachopu Matrai. Regarding Sinnachopu Matrai, is a herbo mineral drug. It was recorded from 1932 by the eminent traditional practitioners from the northern part of the Sri Lanka. It is used for the cough, chest pain when coughing, breathing difficulties, cough with fever. And large quantity of Chinnachopu Matrai is used widely per annum in north part of the Sri Lanka, not only north part. According to the obtained data, 15 to 20 kilogram have been used in the north part of Sri Lanka under the provincial administration of Department of Indigenous Medicine and administration under the Department of Ayurveda. Government Ayurvedic hospital have been used annually. Regarding Sinnachopu Matrai, it contains 9 herbal ingredients such as Sasuria lapa, Aconitum ferox, Pipernicum, Albinia officinarum, Eugenia caryophyllata, Carum copticum, Cuminum cyminum, Aquus calamus, and Syngiber officinale as a use for the grinding purpose. These are the 9 herbal ingredients used to prepare the Sinnachopu Matrai. And also, we have been used as the ingredient of a salt, sodium biporate after the detoxification process. Other mineral ingredients is red sulfide of mercury. It is also used after the detoxification process. These are the ingredients, constituents of Sinnachopu Matrai. Other independent variable is toxicity, specifically limited to the nephrotoxicity of this current work. Siddha products, especially not only Siddha but also indigenous products, offer very little data on toxicological profile. But traditional medicine, such as Siddha, Ayurveda, Unani, acupuncture, homeopathy, or specific to the traditional medicine, required full toxicity studies, even if manufactured according to the classical texts. This statement published by the WHO on behalf of the adverse effect of the indigenous drug, especially metal and mineral-based drug. This study particularly limited to the nephrotoxicity. So let's we see what is nephrotoxicity. Renal failure induces a slow and progressive decline of kidney function enhanced by various factors, including toxic chemicals, maybe due to the unpurified ingredients of mineral and metal of the indigenous drug. So for these challenges, for this research question, I have taken to consider of to do the toxicity study of Sinnachopu Matrai with the special reference to the nephrotoxicity. So far, Sinnachopu Matrai has not been studied regarding the nephrotoxicity previously. According to my current work, I have to decide to evaluate the nephrotoxicity of Sinnachopu Matrai. This is my specific objective. According to my specific objective, I have quoted so many researchers supported to my present study. These research findings given regarding the detail of toxicity of ingredients before and after the purification. Not only that, but also they are giving some other details regarding the nephroprotective action of these particular ingredients. Uh, but also, and another specific action has been obtained from past research supported with present study is to decline the nephrotoxicity by these ingredients also published in the previous research findings. And we move to the methods and material. It was a hospital-based descriptive observational study done at Government Ayurvedic Hospital, Kaidadi, Jaffna, Sri Lanka. We have obtained sample using the Stefan model. Through this Stefan model, we obtained maximum sample size was 64, and all the administrative permission from the Department of Indigenous Medicine under the Northern Province and from the Government Ayurvedic Hospital under the administration of Department of Ayurveda and Ministry of Health and Indigenous Medicine formally obtained. Not only that, but also we have obtained ethical clearance from the Ethical Review Committee from the Faculty of Medicine, University of Jaffna. I have been used 4 independent variables to determine the nephrotoxicity, such as blood urea, serum creatinine, uric acid, and urine were investigated in 63 participants after obtaining written consent. For the inclusion criteria, participants who prescribed Sinachok Matre for the first time with the dose of 2 Kundrialavu, it is an indigenous measurement, we called apothecary measurement. It is transferred into the avoidopsis measurement as 260 milligram per dose for a 18 and above years subject 2 times a day after meals with the vehicle. We called in anupanam of betel extract 5 ml for 7 days included in this study. Pregnant women, mentally handicapped patients have been excluded from this study. All the participants were assessed at day 0. It's mean baseline, the first visit, and treated with 1 week, as I mentioned in the previous slide. After the 1 week, we got assessment first visit after the baseline first week, and follow-up was done after the 2nd week and 4th week in the 12th week. Because we categorize to identify the nephrotoxicity as acute nephrotoxicity or chronic nephrotoxicity. For the acute nephrotoxicity assessment, we measured at 1st and 2nd week. For the chronic toxicity of nephron, we assessed as 4th week and 12th week. For this purpose, blood sample of 5 ml for occasion for all investigation and required quantity of urine sample on 5 occasions were obtained. Sample were transported with the cold chain and lab procedure were continued. The lab procedure, according to the enzymatic UV, alkaline, picrate, and calorimetric method were followed through the semi-automated chemistry analyzer. Through this investigation, we obtained mean difference, standard deviation with mean and mean difference. Paired t-tests were calculated using statistical package for social science, version 22. For the results, let's see the results. First variable is urea, blood urea, based on the age group, because the reference value given according to the age group at day 0 and all the follow-up visits. The age group divided here. This is the assessment level. Day 0, that means baseline before the treatment. This is after first week. That means after the 1 week treatment. This is the follow-up 2nd week, 4th week and 12th week. All the mean value have been showed here. We will discuss this result in discussion part. Likewise, the blood urea mean difference because of identifying a significant level, whether it is toxic or non-toxic. We calculated mean difference from the mean value between the day 0 and all the follow-up visit. Here, all the significant value have been mentioned here. One of the significant value recorded. I will explain again how it was not nephrotoxicity. This is first variable. Second variable is serum creatinine. Is another important investigation to determine the nephrotoxicity. Mean and standard deviation of serum creatinine based on gender at day 0 and follow-up visits. Because of it's classified for the gender base because of the referral value have been given as gender base. That's why we have been recorded as the male and female. Here, all the mean value mentioned here in the mean value comes under the referral range. From this mean value, we obtain mean difference of serum creatinine based on gender at day 0 and follow-up visits.
Remaining 1 minute 10 seconds.
Value. Okay, thank you. These are the mean difference we obtain from the serum creatinine. And other variables is uric acid. This is the mean value. Mean value comes under the normal level based on the gender. Mean difference also not signified here, but here is one significant level we will discuss later because this is value reduced than the baseline level, that is positive for the not indicating nephrotoxicity. Constituents of urine. Why we are taking urine sample? Because of in the nephrotoxicity subject, albuminuria or proteinuria, pyuria, epithelial cells in the urine can be identified. That's why we have taken the urine sample also in the whole assessment level. But these values not indicating any nephrotoxicity. Not only that, but also we have clinically diagnosis through the clinical sign and symptom. According to the sign and symptom, 63 patients did not show any nephrotoxicity clinical. According to this finding, we will comes to the summary of results. The mean value of blood urea, serum creatinine, and uric acid were under the normal range between visits. Mean difference also comes under the normal range. The significant level was identified, prediction value less than 0.05, and 8 questions were not indicating any toxicity. Discussion part. The mean values of blood urea was under the normal range showed in the table. The mean difference between day 0 and first week of follow-up visit was statistically significant, but others were normal, showed in the table. So changes was significant, but mean value was under the normal range. The mean values of serum creatinine was under the normal range and showed in the table 3. The mean difference between visit was not statistically significant. Through this discussion, all the uric acid value and urine examination and clinical diagnosis confirm to indicating there are no nephrotoxicity through this Sinna-Chopra usage. Not only that, I have shown in the literature part of this presentation, all the research confirm all the ingredients are not causing any nephrotoxicity for the human beings. Through this result and discussion, we can come to conclusion. It could be concluded that Sinna-Chopra was not show nephrotoxicity with the dose of 260 milligram with 5 ml of betel extract BDPC per day, 2 times a day after meals for 1 week treatment for respiratory symptom range of 18 and above years in both gender. This is the conclusion. And I should thank to organizers and my supervisors, consultant, and chairperson, all the participants. Special thanks to financial assistance given by the National Science Foundation under the Research Scholarship title. These are my sum of reference. All the reference I am unable to include this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vijay.
Clarification, please.
Thank
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
Dr. Vijay Kumar, your presentations. I have one question. Are you giving this medicine for the COVID, prevent for the COVID patient? I mean,
We didn't try, madam, but some extent we can go for that, madam.
Okay.
Because some ingredients indicating fever.
Yeah.
Not only herbal ingredient, but also specially plus sulfide of mercury, we called in sadilingam, that is very effective for the fever, madam.
Yeah. Thank you. Because it is absence of nephrotoxicity, you can use
Yes,
it.
madam.
Okay.
Yeah, madam. Thank you very much, madam. Okay.